Hey, hi, hello, good morning, good afternoon. Good morning, I don't want to wear this. We're baking again. Welcome to Dustin Does Cooking. Today, I say this I think every video, I'm nervous for this. I'm making sugar cookies, frosted sugar cookies, red, white, and green sugar cookies. You're gonna play now. We're gonna have a cat counter where they annoy me or get up on the counter. So we're at 1. Because Cal's playing. Like I said, we're making sugar cookies. The recipes are in the description. We're following 2 recipes. One to make the sugar cookies, and the other one for the frosting part. Luckily, the cook time for both are roughly the same, so I'm just gonna meet them in the middle. So if you want to come along on this journey with me, stay tuned. Please subscribe, comment if you have made these before, or if not, let me know. So let's get into it. First, we're starting with the sugar cookie recipe because I ain't doing anything from scratch. That's why I'm using 2 different recipes, because the one with the frosting calls for a pre-made sugar cookie mix. I don't do that here. I make the sugar cookie themselves. We're starting with the sugar cookie recipe. This is called Chewy Sugar Cookies. Level easy, total time hour and 35 minutes. Lovely. It yields 30 cookies, so I will be giving these to everyone I know starting on Christmas, because the only person that knows I'm making this is my sister. Did I take this off of Do Not Disturb? I did. What do we need? Flour, baking powder, salt, sugar, room temperature unsalted butter, a singular large egg. I need to figure out how to make these warm. Ooh, my sister sent me a video. Hold on, I need all these to the side. My plan for this butter is I have a small pot over there filled with really hot water. Gonna let that sit and warm up, and I'm gonna dump it out dry. Gonna let it sit, and I'm gonna dump it out, and I'm gonna place these 2 in the pot with the lid on for a couple minutes and see what that does. Position oven racks in the top and bottom thirds of the oven, preheat to 375 degrees. All right, I have that on 375 degrees. Line 2 baking sheets with parchment paper. Fuck! Hello?
Hold on, let me have you join the rest of the group.
So, when you're on the 29th, I need to stop recording my video first.
Yeah, I promise you. Were you recording makeup? Oh no!
Distraction, gone. Parchment paper time. I hate parchment paper. Oh, while I was distracted because my sister called, the oven went off. But if you crumble it up and then flatten it out, it'll like work. So. I'm just kidding. You did it. Okay, how's the butter? We did it. We got room temperature butter. By room temperature, I mean like mine's like a little bit softened because I put it in the microwave for about 10 seconds. So, step 2, whisk together flour, baking powder, and salt in a small bowl. So, baking powder, flour, salt. Oh, baking powder, salt. Okay, small bowl. No. 1 and a half. Okay. Oh, this is empty. Teaspoon. No, half a teaspoon. Ooh, I'm glad I read. Half a teaspoon. Okay, what? Half a teaspoon of baking powder. In. Okay, great. I love this whisk. Everything has been whisked together. Large bowl. Beat the sugar, butter with an electric mixer on medium-high. 1. I eyeballed the half on both of these. I hope that's okay. Oh, and then the 2 sticks of butter. Oh, I need my mixer. Okay. Beat the sugar and butter with an electric mixer on medium-high in a large bowl until light and fluffy, about 4 minutes. Great. I don't care.
And I had my butter out for quite a while. While it mixes
Yep,
up, I'm
no.
gonna crack 2.
Mine don't look like that. Take 2. Just mind you, this is what mine looks like. So we're gonna try again. I just watched a video on YouTube of this guy making sugar cookies, and the butter was like really mushy. Because when it says light and fluffy, it wants it to be like creamy, I think. These are like really more mushy than the previous ones. Yeah, so let's hope this works, because if it doesn't, I have no more butter. Yeah, that looks like how it was in that video I just watched. I'm so nervous. Okay, that looks really good. That looks good. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going. Put some sugar. No, hold on. Add the vanilla and egg. Oh my god, the vanilla. Excuse me, babes. I completely forgot about the vanilla. My counter is disgusting. How much vanilla? 1 teaspoon. Okay. And the egg. Gonna start on low. Just making sure everything gets incorporated. Add the flour mixture in 2 batches and be on medium low. Where's my flour? Gonna do about half. We're gonna add the second half. If anyone wants to gift me a stand mixer, that'd be great. I'm so scared this is gonna fly everywhere. Okay, we're good. Okay, this is where we're gonna switch over. Oh my god, I'm so stressed. Before we move on, I need to clean up. Okay. This is where we're gonna get creative. So now we're moving on to the second recipe where we start putting the cookies together. Like I said earlier, the cookies, well, the frosting is gonna be 3 colors, red, white, and green. But the cookies are also gonna be 3 colors, red, white, and green. So I have to divide the dough into 3, and I have 3 plates here. I also have food coloring, so we're gonna do that. So I'm gonna transfer from the bowl. My hands are washed, by the way. And the cutting board's washed, trust me, everything is washed. Oh my god, this actually feels fantastic. I love the texture of this. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Those actually look very even. So I divided into 3 and I poked a hole into these 2. And those 2 are going to be the red and the green ones. I need to read boxes because this only has red, yellow, and blue, the primary colors. So I'm going to have to make my own green. Whatever. We're going to start with red. I'm just making sure there's no seal I need to break. I also don't know how opaque this is going to be. Yeah, my cat's at the bottom. I'm going to talk to her. I just did a bunch of drops. Okay. I just got so scared because of the food dye. Did I do something? Why are they so squishy? Oh my god. Oh, I hated that. I hate that. I hate that. I hate that. I hate that. Oh my god. I'm overstimulated. I did not like that. I've never made sugar cookies before. I don't know if they're supposed to be that mushy. I don't know what's going on. I don't know ratio, so I don't know how to make a green. Because I know that food coloring is different than regular color. You know what I'm trying to say. Oh my god, I need calm. I'm shaking. This isn't fun anymore. I just gotta get a little over my ear. It's fine. We're fine. Do this. Hope it turns out. Okay? Okay. Ooh, that looks like it's green. I fear I need to get my hands in this again. I don't know if I can physically do that. This is by far the most stressful recipe I've ever made. I have the dough in the 3 colors. The next part is we're gonna make the larger dough. So it's asking me to tear off teaspoon-sized clumps of each of the colors, place them around, and then flatten it to make the dough and then cut in place. Right? Tear teaspoon-sized pieces of each color of dough, drop them on a piece of parchment or silicone baking mat, alternating colors close together so it looks like confetti. Place a sheet of parchment or wax paper on top and roll out to 1/4 inch thick. Refrigerate the rolled dough for at least 20 minutes or up to 1 hour. I'm gonna turn this off. Wait, but the recipe I'm using doesn't call for that, right? Okay. So the recipe that I used to make the dough doesn't call for you to refrigerate them because it tells you to just put it in a ball on the baking sheet because it'll flatten. But we don't want these to do that, so I am going to refrigerate them, so I am going to turn off the oven. Anyway, I need to lay down parchment paper on this. It's small. Okay. This is actually kind of fun. I'm actually having fun doing this. I hope this turns out right. I'm gonna be so mad if it doesn't. I'm more confident in the sugar cookie dough now than I was like 5 minutes ago. I think it's because I've calmed down. I'm not overstimulated. Okay, white dough, green dough, I'm done. Look at that! Look! Oh my god, that's so exciting! Oh my god, they look so good! So, I don't have a cookie cutter, so we're gonna use this and we're gonna dupe, okay? Okay, so I'm actually gonna use this mug because it's smaller and I feel like I can get more, so we're just gonna go for it. Oh my god, yay. One. No. I did read that if you overroll, it'll start to get muddy, and not gonna lie, like these are starting to get muddy, but it's okay. And I know it said it'll do 30, but these are definitely not doing 30. I'll be lucky if I get 6 out of this. Yeah, these are starting to get like really muddy because I keep doing it over and over and over again. These I'm really proud of. These look great. Listen, I followed the instruction. All right, we're gonna pop them in the fridge for about half an hour to an hour, so we'll come back. Hey, so I almost made an oopsie. I actually have to put these into balls and coat them in sugar and then bake them immediately because that's how this recipe works. The other recipe calls for chilling them. So we're gonna hope this turns out nice. So I turned the oven back on because I did turn it off, and I don't even know if you can see me right now, but I don't care. I'm overstimulated. I wanna clean up. And honestly, I want to move on. I'm never making sugar cookies again. Not gonna lie, I did have these in the fridge for maybe like 5 minutes. So they are kind of chilled, but I can still mold them. So I think we're gonna be okay. Cookies are done baking. I wasn't prepared for them to be done. So we're gonna look at them. I'm actually kind of proud of them. Here they are. I accidentally touched this one, so that's why it looks a little dented. But it said to cook them until the edges were like golden brown. So like you can see like golden brown like a little bit everywhere. So I have to let them cool. I am nervous to take these apart, but it's okay. These, yeah. So we're gonna go over to my iPad. I'm so glad I have to let them cool. So I have to let them cool, then transfer them to a wire rack when they're cooled completely. No, to cool completely. But I have to let this cool for a while. We're gonna do that, and I'll come back to do the next process before we put them on a wire rack. Hello, welcome back. As you can tell behind me, I moved the cookies to a wire rack to fully dry. So now we're gonna move on to the fun part, knowing the stressful part, the icing. Icing is also gonna be 3 colors. The white, I only need 2 bowls. The icing is also gonna be 3 colors, red, green, and white. So I got 3 white icing packets. So I'm gonna dye 1 entire, 1 red, 1 entire, 1 green, keep this one white, and unfortunately toss whatever's left over. That's all they had. I was hoping for a tub, and the recipe calls for only like 12 ounces. I got 3 8 ounces. So I don't care what you think. The cookies, honestly, most of them I think turned out fine. There are a few that I think are undercooked. I don't really know. Hello? It's me trying to do a good thing, trying to have fun with the holidays. I just did 10 or 11 drops. I actually don't know, but we're gonna mix it. I know it looks pink. I'm okay with that, honestly. I am. It's turning the color I wanted. Oh, I love the smell of icing. Okay, these are the ones that I'm alright with being bad. These three specifically, these two more, I'm not sure are cooked all the way. The rest I think are fine, but like it looks cooked. But I think it's just because the colors got so muddy that it looks like that. So, we have to... Sorry, heard a dog barking and was confused because it also sounded like a cat in pain. There's just a Yorkie down the street with an owner. Okay, so we have to pipe the icing onto the cookies. Ooh! I also have red and green sprinkles, so we're gonna sprinkle them on top. Eep. Okay. I don't have piping bags or tips, so we're gonna put the icing into Ziploc sandwich bags, cut off the corner, hope for the best. I think that these are ready scissors. I know I don't have to follow what they're doing, but they started with different colors and different things. I just want to see if I can do a ring of white. Remember, kids, I'm not a baker. I don't know if this is gonna work. Oh my god, it's working. Oh my god, it worked. Okay, let's do those. Oh my god, this is so exciting. That's a bigger one than I wanted. Shit. God dang it. I need to transfer that to another bag. There we are. Okay, so there's red, there's white. Okay, now take a... okay, you know what, these are the test ones, so, especially this one. That one looks the best. Scared me. Alexa, read me the notification.
One new notification. Alexa Plus is free during early access.
Shut up.
No credit card needed and no auto billing. Try our smartest AI today.
No.
Ready to try now?
No. AI's stupid. Now these are the ones I really want to make sure are good. So I'm really gonna lock in and focus on these. I'm proud of that one the most. Actually, that one too. Okay, that's not working. That one's gonna be for me, so like I'm not... No, I want to swirl it. I think doing the firework design is probably my favorite. Okay, great. All that's left is now just to let them fully cool for like half an hour. So I'll see you around 2:30. Goodbye. Hello, welcome to the... Okay, we're at the end of this video, freaking finally. Honestly, it's been hours. I started, I don't know, like 10 o'clock and it's like 2:30. 2:40. Last time is the taste test. I'm nervous because this is from the batch that I'm not entirely sure cooked all the way through, but we're gonna try it anyway. So we'll see. This is the one I chose. I'm not gonna go through all the designs because I'm not. So here we are. Here we go. Dude! Oh my god, I'm actually gonna cry. That turned out so good. Stop, that's so good. It's so chewy. Y'all hate this word? It's moist. The edge is crunchy. The icing is beautiful. Stop. Okay, I need to calm down. I can't do this. Okay, I've collected myself, mostly. This was a journey. I'm gonna continue eating this off camera. I'm so glad we finally got here. These turned out so good. I'm so happy. It's been a wild ride. Thank you for coming along. I really got nothing to say besides like happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Follow me on all my social medias. They're all here. I'm posting a lot on TikTok. Instagram in case you want something every so often, probably about Broadway musicals. Twitter, never. Facebook page, starting to post more, so give me a follow there. And I think that's all my socials, so that's that. I'm gonna go eat this bomb-ass donut. This bomb-ass sugar cookie. Okay, have a great day, a great week, a great weekend, a great month. And I hope your 2026 is great. I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.